Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime Review. Today I'm going to try this Evol garlic herb steak. It's garlic herb steak in a sauce with tri-cut potatoes and butter seasoned broccoli. It's 10 ounces, 283 grams. It is a frozen dinner, of course. We bought this at Kroger. It was $4.99. I'm sure they sell it other places, but that happens to be where we got it. 380 calories for the whole bowl, and there's your other info if you can see it. Tammy will have a close-up if you can't. So we can do this in the, let's see, we can do this in the oven if you want. So there's the oven directions if you want to do it in the oven. Of course, we're not going to do the oven. We're going to do it in the microwave. So in the microwave, we're going to cook only one meal at a time, microwave it high for 3 minutes. It doesn't say anything about removing anything or doing anything, so I guess you just stick it in there. Stir sauce to coat steak and potatoes and replace the film. So we're going to put it in there, microwave 3 minutes, peel back the film, stir it up a bit, replace the film, and then cook an additional 1.5 to 2 minutes. I'll probably just do the 1.5 and make sure it's cooked thoroughly. So let's see, we don't have any pull. Oh, we do have a pull down. I just didn't see it. Didn't work very well, but it was there. Nope. Just gonna have to rip it open. All right, so there it is. So there's our broccoli with our steak and our sauce over there. So I'm not gonna do anything with this. I'm gonna stick it in the microwave and I'll be right back. All right, so here it is out of the microwave. I'm surprised by two things. First of all, how little broccoli that is. It's really not much broccoli. I mean, it's very little. Also, it has a really, not strong, but you can definitely smell like a vinegar. So it's like I said, it's not strong, but it is a vinegar smell. Lots of potatoes, some steak, which is good. The little green things, I looked it up to see what they were. And the only green thing I could really see in there was parsley. And was it oregano? Hold on. Parsley and oregano. So I don't know. That's probably mostly parsley. But anyway, I'm going to take this over the table and we'll give it a try. Okay, I think I'm going to try some of the broccoli first just because it's... like I said, you don't get a lot of it, and it is in a sauce. They're calling it a butter seasoned broccoli. I don't know, we'll see. It is a cooked broccoli. It still has some crunch to it, which is fine. It's not like a blanched broccoli or something they've steamed for 5 seconds and called it cooked. It actually is cooked, even though it does have some crunch, but it's still tender enough to where it's nice for me to eat. If you like a raw broccoli, then this may be too cooked for you. I don't know. It's still got some crunch to it though. I don't get any butteriness, butter seasoned broccoli. I don't even get any seasoning. It's really just, it tastes like broccoli to me. I don't get any seasoning in there at all beyond just the broccoli itself. There is a little bit of moisture at the bottom, and I think it's literally just like water. So don't expect anything exciting out of the broccoli. It's just broccoli. So let me try a piece. I'm gonna try a piece of the steak first without the potato. Kind of see what the texture is. It is good and tender. It has like a grilled flavor with a little bit of a, I don't know what that is. It may be the parsley, it might be a touch of the vinegar in there. It's hard to say. I really can't identify what the other flavor is, but it's mostly that steak flavor that's got kind of a grill on it. You know, when you grill a steak, it's got like a pan grilled. It's got that little sear on it. That's what you taste, is a seared steak is what it tastes like. Potatoes are good and tender. I tell you what, this whole thing is missing. Well, let me look what it is. There's 470 milligrams of salt in this meal, but it seems like it's lacking in salt. It needs something in there to I don't know. It needs salt. That's what my body's telling me. My tongue is saying I need salt with this. I don't necessarily like the green part. Like if I get a bunch of the green on a potato or whatever, it tastes very green. Like I'm eating if you ever had parsley and just eaten it, that's what it tastes like. It's like grass almost. We used to use, when I worked at restaurants 100 years ago, we used parsley as a garnish on plates, and you weren't supposed to necessarily eat it. It was just a pile of parsley on the plate. Some people might have eaten it. I don't know. That wasn't the intention. I just think it's funny nowadays when I see stuff that has parsley, like a lot of parsley. You saw how much was on there. There's a lot of parsley on the plate. It's like, isn't that supposed to be a garnish? I didn't know you're supposed to actually eat this stuff. Tried some of the potato and steak together. I think that's going to depend on how big of a piece of potato and how big of a piece of steak you get. It does have some a little bit of a vinegary kind of flavor to it, almost and it's got just a touch of citrus almost. Did they use like a citrus, like an orange? Cilantro is what I'm probably tasting. And that might be what some of that green stuff is too. I didn't realize there's cilantro on it. But cilantro tends to be a little bit citrusy, or at least to me it does. That's what I'm tasting a lot of too. The steak by itself is really good. As long as you can keep some of that green stuff over there, which you can't. I am really impressed with how tender everything is. The potatoes are cooked really well. The steak is good and tender. It's not tough and gristly. Sometimes they can put, cheaper cuts of steak in these meals, and they can be really tough and chewy and just like hard to eat. This is not like that. These are good and tender pieces. Almost roast-like, but not quite. These are a little more tough than those. A little more chew than a piece of roast, but still very, very tender. And the potatoes, like I said, are cooked really, really well. And the broccoli, again, has some crunch to it, but it's still good. It's well cooked. So texture-wise, I'm okay with everything. I really don't like necessarily some of the herbs they used in the seasoning. The broccoli, like I said, is just broccoli. So again, it's kind of just broccoli. That's it. Which I'm kind of glad they didn't put all that other stuff in the broccoli, because it would have kind of ruined it. If you can get a bite that has just a few of the greens on there, like that is not bad. It doesn't have too much of the green, whatever that is. The flavor's not bad with those. If, however, you get a piece like that has a lot of green on it, the flavor's a little strong. This one's really bad. So I would scrape a lot of that off and not eat all that, because it's just a really, really strong flavor. Yeah, I'm getting a little acidity from the vinegar, or just a little whatever from the vinegar. And I get that citrusy kind of taste from the cilantro. It's okay meal. It's not bad. 380 calories for the meal. It was, how much was it? $4.99. It's okay. It's not the spices for me, but if you like cilantro and parsley and oregano and stuff like that, you might really like this. For me, it's just a little too strong. It's a little, like, really in your face flavors. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. No, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I don't want to bump it up to a 3.5 because there wasn't enough. There's too much of that spice in there, and the broccoli didn't have anything. So I wish they had actually done something with the broccoli, like added some butter to it. It would have been a little bit better. And then, yeah, cut down a little bit on the spices and the herbs in the other side, and I think I probably would have given it higher. But the way it is, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It's just your average everyday meal for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.